On the plains near Marathon, dawn broke over a field of spears and soldiers braced for battle. The Greeks, led by Leonidas, stood ready to defend their homeland against a vast Persian force. Among them was Theon, a young soldier seething with anger. Weeks before, a Persian had slain his brother, leaving Theon hungry for vengeance. Leonidas sensed Theon's fury. "Theon," he said, placing a firm hand on the young man's shoulder. "I see fire in your eyes, but it must be doused. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. Anger blinds a warrior, hardens his heart, and weakens his resolve. Fight with purpose, not wrath." Theon pulled away, tense. "They killed my brother. Should I forget that?" Leonidas shook his head. "Forget? No. But to let vengeance consume you would be worse. A warrior rises above the pain others inflict. The pain only exists if you feed it." Theon scowled, determined to make the Persians pay. Soon, the battle began. The Persians charged, their numbers creating a wave of steel. The Greeks held their line, discipline countering force. Theon fought fiercely, his spear striking with deadly precision. But he was wild, his thoughts clouded by his brother's memory. In the heat of battle, Theon faced a Persian warrior with the same burning rage. They clashed, swords ringing, driven by contempt. The Persian slashed Theon's arm, drawing blood. Theon's anger surged, fueling his pain and fury. Leonidas saw him struggling. "Theon, control yourself. See the man, not your anger." Theon's grip tightened as Leonidas's words echoed. "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears." Taking a deep breath, he forced calm. The pain began to fade, his focus shifting from hatred to the task of defending his people. He saw his opponent clearly now, not as a monster but as a man driven by duty. In that moment, the Persian's strikes became predictable, his movements wild. Theon's anger faded, replaced by calm precision. He parried his opponent's next blow, stepped aside, and delivered a swift strike that ended the fight. The Persian fell, not as Theon's hated enemy, but as another soldier on a brutal field. Without lingering, Theon moved on, focused, his heart steady. As the battle wore on, Theon found a rhythm. No longer clouded by rage, he fought with clarity and purpose. He realized his strength lay in control, not fury. He was no longer a slave to his pain. He had conquered it. When the battle ended, the Greeks had emerged victorious, though their ranks were fewer. Theon stood among the survivors, exhausted yet at peace. Leonidas approached, his face solemn but proud. "Do you understand now, Theon?" Theon nodded. "I do. By rejecting my anger, I found strength. The injury I held in my heart was worse than any wound on my flesh." Leonidas nodded. "That is a warrior's wisdom. Pain and loss are inevitable, but we decide how they shape us. Strength lies not in our fury but in the calm that guides us through it." As they walked back to camp, Theon felt the weight of his anger lift. He had found peace, not through vengeance, but through wisdom. Whatever battles lay ahead, he would face them with a clear mind and an unburdened heart.